right, so we're recording. Okay, first question we have is what makes like UAT unique? Like what makes UAT different from other colleges, like or other universities, like in your perspective?
Uh, UAT's uniqueness, I think, comes from its focus on technology. Um, there's a real strong focus on the hands-on side of every type of technology that we're working with within the academic side of things, because that's the kind of activities that students are that become working individuals of society. They're going to have to apply all this theory into what they are going to be doing. And so UAT focuses on making sure that that opportunity is there to be able to get that hands-on side of things. Um, Real world experience is what they push for, or what we push for. And the majority of the professors are industry people that they've brought in to do these different types of activities. So whether it's in cyber, which is the area I'm in, or it's in gaming, the game side of things, they're professionals that are teaching what is the right approach to things. And plus, we try very hard to keep things current so that the students get hands-on with the current technologies as well.
Okay, okay. So next question with that. So how do you guys approach with this type of teaching with hands-on and everything like that, with remote versus on campus teachings? Like, I know there's a big difference. So what does UAT do with those type of challenges that could be between remote and on-campus students?
That's a great question. The challenges that we would generally experience have been overcome by the technology that we have available to us. Especially, I can only speak for cyber, but we have a virtual private network that allows our students into the cyber warfare range or our security operations center so that they can get hands-on with those tools, which are the exact same tools, the exact same capabilities as the on-ground students as well. So, we tried to kind of polish our efforts during the COVID timeframe, and that allowed us, because everybody was kind of online at that point. And so we've gotten pretty good at being able to provide the same experience to the remote students as the on-ground students now. And so that's kind of that biggest approach. Plus, we provide support in terms of helping students set up their own testing environments. Within cyber, there's different activities that you can do with virtualization on your own machines. And so that gives that same experience for the online students as the on-ground students.
Nice. Okay, off record on this part. I was wondering this because now that you said all these things, does like UAT offer like when you for new students that don't know anything about, that probably haven't even got a job, right? CompTIA certifications, Network Plus, or what's it called, the CompTIA Network Security Plus or something like. Do they offer those at UAT that can, or preparation courses?
So as a school, we don't specifically teach toward the certifications. Certainly, all the things that we teach are applicable to those certifications, but there's enough certification and training courses out there for certification specifically. And where we focus around is with that industry experience and providing, what's going to be real in the real world.
To be honest, I don't doubt it. Like I already can see it as a student when I working as a Caltech and then my robotics and embedded systems degree. I love that I could correlate the two together. I just love it. I'm like, oh. I'm sorry. It's just there's epiphany stuff. Like,
yeah, there's lots of opportunity for cross-pollination with the different programs. And so, I look forward to seeing how all that works in the future. Certainly, cyber combined with ACS, advanced computer science, combined with topics of artificial intelligence and robotics, they're all coming together into a kind of that melded world of different technologies that's out there. So, you might be focused on robotics and embedded systems, but you're still going to need to understand the basics of security. You're still going to have to be able to do programming for integration and that kind of stuff. And that's a fun area. So
you're still gonna have to learn master control documents and SOPs and safety. You're still gonna have to learn safety.
Safety, operations, and security. Yes.
Any favorite projects you've done with students, or do you even have any projects you're working on yourself? Like, you have anything you got?
Well, so it can be a lot of fun getting students introduced to some of the externally available training platforms. So there's different ones called like Try Hack Me, which is an ethical cyber training platform that they can actually attempt attack skills, penetration testing skills, security assessment skills. There's sites that encourage what's called bug bounties, which are basically looking for flaws in programs or websites, and they go to it's a site called HackerOne, and they on there they invite people to attempt to break their code or break their websites so they can learn
so cool.
what's wrong. And then of course there's if you find a new one, you can actually make money doing the bug bounties as well. So
that's awesome. What a way to get cash. Be like, I'm sorry.
There are people that are very successful at that. So
I love it. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what does the workload look like for cybersecurity? Like for a student, the everyday thing, like to go in, what does it look like?
Well, if you're, are we talking the online?
Yeah, or both. Like I wouldn't even know what the on campus looks like.
So for the online side of things, the 5-week program is pretty compressed.
Okay.
And so you meet twice a week with your instructor in a live session, generally via Microsoft Teams that you have with your student account. During that time frame, it can be a discussion of upcoming assignments, what's going on in the world, current events, types of activities, demonstration of tools, whatever needs to be done to help the students be successful in the course. Students have that opportunity for live questions during that time frame as well. And then the remainder of the time that's not in those live sessions, they're working on projects or assignments based on whatever the topic is for that particular module or that particular week. And it's a matter of just pushing toward success at that point by getting the projects done. And a majority of projects are the hands-on side, and then you have discussions about various different technologies or techniques or that type of thing. And then students are able to reach out to their professors throughout their time that they're working on their assignments to ask questions. So, you know, a 5-week program is pretty compressed. So you have to go in.
I'm in that.
Yeah, you have to go in with the knowledge that, you know, it's not, you know, a couple hours a week. It's going to be fairly good, maybe 10, 12 hours a week of activities you might need to do. Certainly depending upon the assignment and whatever the class is and your background. Sometimes with your background, maybe you've already got a little bit of the background and, you know, you don't have as many hills to overcome. But at the same time, we always want the students looking forward so that they can, you know, determine where their strengths and weaknesses are and continue to develop beyond just whatever the topics of that class are, but to, you know, look, what's the future technologies, what's the future capabilities that I want to have as a professional, so that you can identify, you know, once you finish school, well, then I want to go maybe this certification or this particular focus area would be part of those decisions that they make during that process. And the nice thing about the live sessions is students can ask those questions of the instructor and classmates who may already have some experience that they can share as well.
Yeah, I do know, like, it does help with communication too. I especially when I work where I work, like, communication is the biggest key. You gotta break that bubble. There's like that wall, and it's like, if we're like, especially working like with engineers and stuff like that, and they have to share tickets and you know, and if there's not the right communication, they'll never repair something on time.
Right.
They will never repair something on time. So I like that UAT, like, kind of like throws you in that, because like even in a job, they just throw you in. They're like, oh, you better love to learn. You said it on your resume. So
Passionate
yeah.
about developing my skills for future capabilities.
Mhm.
Prove it.
So the last question I have for you is, any tips you have for any you know, students out there that you hold, you know, even as of today, like motivational or anything that you want to share?
The biggest things are things that you're already talking about. One, communication.
Mm-hmm.
So we as instructors, we have no idea if you're struggling, except to see that you didn't turn in an assignment or didn't do very well on an assignment or that type of thing. So if you're stuck, talk to your professors. We don't have all the answers, but we can help you find answers. Don't be afraid to reach out to student services if you need assistance with anything outside of the classroom or learning that communication element a little bit better. Don't shy away from those communication opportunities. Really, that's the biggest part. Have that passion for learning. Don't be afraid if you don't know something. That's why you're in college. That's why you're studying a subject, is so that you can learn something. So if you hit a wall, take that opportunity to go, okay, this is an area that I need to develop, and you can find internal and external resources to close that gap. And don't give up. It's hard at times. you have to have that self-motivation to go along with all the information that you're getting. And when you get into an industry, they're going to expect a level of self-motivation in your
For
career.
real.
And so the resources are there. They have information on the internet, I hear. And so with that information, you can pretty much overcome any knowledge gap that's out
read.
there. You just got to read. Yeah.
You can do it.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, that's all I got. Awesome answers. I love talking to you. You're an awesome professor, and I hope I get to meet you like in my class or something like that. Or if it, I don't know. I feel like this was great. Well, thank you so much for participating, especially because this is my first one too.
Oh, so. Very good. Well, you did just fine. So.
All right. Well, you have a great day, and I hope you stay safe. Okay?
You too, Andromeda. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.